Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing okay. I know it's really hard. I hope everybody's just hanging in there. Today I have two DIYs for you. These are my inspirations I found on Pinterest. I don't know why, but except for that one there, that one's kind of farmhouse, but I've been steering a little bit towards boho for some reason. I like boho, but I like farmhouse better. But my daughter likes boho, so I'll probably give these things to her. Okay, so first thing I'm doing is making a macrame type plant holder for this little pot. And I just take 4 strings of this twine, and I find that I probably should have used some thinner twine, but I did use this thicker one, and I didn't realize till I already did it that I probably should have used the thinner one. But anyway, you'll see what I mean at the end. So first I just make 4 knots. I go down about maybe 2 or 3 inches and I make 4 knots. Now it has to be very small because it's going inside a small hoop. I bought 2 hoops, and it's going to be the larger hoop on the outside and the smaller hoop on the inside, and then the little pot is going to go on the in between the small hoop. Okay, so this is how I did it. I guess you can get it more by me showing you than me telling you, because it's really hard to explain. Okay, so I use the outside of this one hoop and I use the inside of the smaller hoop. I figured I could use the outside for the big one to use up that one because I had to wrap around the top anyway, and I might need the inner one for something else where I can't use it if it has that screw on it. So I figured I'd use it for this one because I had to wrap around the top. So I made a little hanger for it, and now it calls for me to put a string around parts of the edges. So on this first one I do it on the outside, but then I decide to glue on the inside, as you'll be able to see in a minute. So I just measure the length I need, and then I just put a little dot of glue, and I put the top piece down and hold it for a minute, making sure not to burn myself, and then I wrap the other piece around and lay that down, making sure not to burn myself. It wasn't as easy as it looks because they were really short, because I didn't want them hanging off the edges. This one I cut, but I tried to make them short enough to where I didn't have to cut them. Sorry, I'm out of the picture here. And as you can see, I'm going to glue on the bottom now, because I realized that I didn't know why I was gluing it on the top, because you'd be able to see it. This is just an extra piece of that I just stuck in to hold it, but now I'm gluing it. So now I'm going to do the other side the same way, but I'm going to glue it on the bottom. This is really an easy DIY. It's a little time consuming, but it's really easy. And as you can see, I should have used the thinner twine, right? It's a little bulky. So I just follow around, just separating them intermittently. I don't measure, I just eye it, and I just space it out where I think it would look good. I saw these pictures the other day when I was looking for uh, a project for the Look for Less challenge, and I always, screenshot a bunch of stuff that I would one day like to make, and this was one of them. So how's everybody doing with this lockdown and staying home and stuff? Everybody doing okay? I mean, like they said, if we look at the positive in it, I think this could turn out for the better. Like, people might learn a lot of things from this. Uh, get closer with their families. You never know. Be better parents. Learn to be comfortable with yourself. Just try to stay positive. I'm a homebody, so it doesn't bother me at all. And when I'm in the frame, I apologize, you can see what I'm doing here. And I just keep going around, putting them, spacing them out. So here's what it looks like when it's all finished. And I think it's pretty cool. Put a little plant in there. I just stuck something in there for the time being, but it's all right. Okay, so then I had this magazine rack, and I apologize, I lost the footage of me spray painting it. It was just a beat up old wooden magazine rack, actually, that I had. I didn't find it, I've had this. And I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't want to throw it out. So I saw this picture on Pinterest, and I decided to recreate this. So first I just take this, oh, I can never remember what this stuff is called. Oh, I can't even think of it. That bothers me. Anyway, this fabric, and I just put it in there, and I try to, like, bunch it up a little bit, like, make it, yeah, like that. Put some wrinkles in it, make it so it's not so straight. And then I put some plastic bags in the bottom so it takes up some space. I decide to put a sign on the front of it because that's how it is in the picture. So first I'm going to paint my sign white, and I'm using this Waverly paint in the color plaster. I just use one coat, and being impatient as I am, I stick it in the oven to dry. While it's in the oven drying, I weed out my sign that I made on my Silhouette Cameo, that says flowers, and I don't know what happened, but the T got cut off. So you'll see when I'm done that there's no T at the end of the word. So I'm going to fix that. I decided I could probably draw it with a marker. But you'll see. So it says flower market, and the T at the end of the market is missing. See, there's only a little piece of it. But I think I could take a Sharpie and finish it. No problem. And then, like as in the picture, I want to put a little border around the edge. I didn't notice that till after I was finished. So right now I'm just transferring my vinyl onto my painted wood, and you just rub it real hard and pull it off very gently. If it starts to pull up, you just put it back down and rub it a little more. Now, somebody told me to do it diagonally, back and forth, like zigzags, so I tried to do that. To me, it didn't work any better. I find that if you just paint something, it's a little harder for the letters to stay down. So you just have to pull it off very carefully, that's all. And that's what I'm doing here. See, I'm just rubbing that back on. Sorry about that. If you heard that noise, that was my dog. She sounds like a pig sometimes. This is very tedious and satisfying at the same time, because you want to see how it comes out, but sometimes it takes a minute. So now this is how it came out. See, the T is missing. But like I said, I will fix that. So now what I do is, like I said, I take some bags and I put them in the bottom, which I did. I cut my flowers. I just cut them all separately, except for some of the roses. Some of the roses I just put in there the whole bunch at a time. Okay, guys, so here's the final reveal. I don't know what happened to my audio. It kind of got messed up, but here's what everything looks like finished. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I finally got 400 subscribers. So happy. Hit that bell if you want to see more from me. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.